Hello there, folks, and welcome to the stream. I'm on the wrong channel. Give me 1 second. Hopefully you can still hear me. We're going to do a little bit of testing first to make sure the audio is coming through, because we had a whoopsie. Our last Talking Tellest episode failed to come through the right way. So,
it's good.
All right, so we should be good to go. Today we are going to do a special little episode of Talking Tellest because we have something special to show off. Would you like to do the honors?
We got our children's book printed.
So this is our second prototype for the... Technically, it's our third prototype. It's our second version of our prototype. And the second version of our second prototype. So we wrote a book called How to Be a Wizard. Most of this came from Rhianna's brain baby, like 1 hour one day.
I know. I think he had the seed of the idea for a children's book, and I ran with it in like a very short amount of time. And then it grew over the past 3 years into a little book.
So we figured what we're going to do is we'll actually do a reading of How to Be a Wizard. It should be out. You should be able to buy it within probably the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're hoping for next week if we can pull it off, but certainly before Christmas.
Cute little Christmas present for your nerdy little children, nieces, nephews, adults. Self. Whatever.
So what we're going to do is real quick just kind of go through... We're going to have a full episode on Tellest babies later, but Tellest babies were kind of what helped inform the art style. So we're going to take a step into that real quick. So we're going to go to our regular recording, and you should see on the screen right now the artwork from the Tellest babies. It was originally something that was kind of pioneered as an April Fool's story, as a lot of our stuff is. Right. One of our older artists, Hosier, aka Horace Sue, he ended up helping us bring these to life in a couple of different pictures. So we have the original Tellest babies there, and we have our Volume 2 Tellest babies here. But when Hosier ended up working for Riot Games to make beautiful splash art for League of Legends and things like that, we needed to find somebody who could take the Tellest babies and really kind of go into the direction that we needed them to go. They still have a lot of the same style and personality, but Rhianna and I ended up taking the very first Quantum Quest characters, and that's how we ended up with the QQ babies. So Rhianna made these, and then we ended up for the sequel. I'm sorry, the first one I think might have been Hosier. I could be wrong, but this is Rhianna, and he gave us the characters from the second Quantum Quest game, which has yet to release. But we've had these Tellest babies hanging around for a little bit, and then he also made our Tellest babies for our Merge Dungeon game, where the good characters are the bad guys. So we have our baby slime, our baby feathered serpent, our baby mummy, and our baby golem.
And
which
we absolutely love his like whimsical kind of glowy style. Like
right.
It's just so like childlike and innocent, but like fantasy at the same time, and we thought it would be just the perfect blend for our book. Very
much fell in love with it. We are going to switch to our chat break screen, so you're not going to see anything in the background or anything, but what you will see, I'm going to take the phone and we're going to look at the book. So we've got the lovely cover. This is How to Be a Wizard.
Not for resale.
Written by Rhianna and Michael D'Angelo and illustrated by Rhianna and I. So we're going to read the dedication to you. Dedicated to all the children who believe in magic, the parents that encourage them, and the adults that never stopped believing.
That encompasses most nerds, I would say.
I think so. It's supposed to.
Copyright. No, we don't have to read the copyright. But then we have this lovely logo that, honestly, if this is successful, I might get tattooed on me.
There you go.
I love
so
it.
Make it a success so that Rhianna gets inked.
It's on the internet, so it must be.
All right, so we're going to start you off. So this was, we'll do the reading first. So what is a wizard, you may ask? And the answer may surprise. They do not need to be magical, just curious, kind, and wise.
And this was, I think, our first image of the character.
Yep. So we knew ahead of time that we were going to take one of our characters and kind of Tellest babify them. So this is
Baby Gaston.
Baby Gaston. So
one of our most stolen artwork.
Right.
But now it's a bespectacled ginger. Who inspired that?
Who
I
knows?
wonder.
So Though it helps to have the wizard look like a robe and pointy hat. If you cannot grow a long white beard, you can always use a cat.
And there's a little bit of a cute, sad thing with this. Michael held up our kitty one time, and she had a big white chest, and it looked like it was his beard. So she is no longer with us, but I love that. She's
with us in spirit from ever or forever now because of this story.
A piece of her is always going to be in this story.
She was definitely my writing buddy, and she's got the dedication in Wild Magic, I think. If not Wild Magic, it's definitely one of the more recent books.
Sitting on your lap, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Wizards may use a staff or wand, though any stick will do. They are not just for casting spells, but can help you scratch things too.
And this was one of the scenes. So when you're making a art book and stuff, and you're kind of art directing, like I did the sketches for these scenes, and then Cristiano did his thing and made some of them like wow, like beyond what we expected. This one we had to go back and forth with a little bit because the scratching of the butt didn't look so innocent on one of the drafts.
For reference, Cristiano is very much a saucy Italian, so yeah. I think it was intentional.
I mean,
we had to fight him off the ledge.
I didn't hate it, but I had to PG it up a little bit.
All right, so we've got spells are words that wizards say when they want things to be done. Books are how you learn new words, and wizards always make reading fun.
Kalestruzalu is the fake words that we made up, but we wanted something that ties into Tellest, and the Kalestrazi are the mystic group in the Tellest lore, so I thought that was a cute thing.
Yep.
And I think with this one, like, my idea was to have him reading, the book, and I think the cat batting at the words, but then Cristiano I think this just came entirely from him. We're like, oh my god, that tower is awesome, and it ended up being, like, on the cover. Like, just, I love the creative little, like,
it definitely was a mix of a lot of creative forces.
Right, and I love it.
But wizards learn in many ways, like writing and drawing what they see. So watch the skies, the clouds and stars, the ground, each rock and tree.
This is actually my favorite spread, I think, in the book, because I love how he does night scenes. Like, it's dark, but it's so vibrant.
Yep. And we actually have a couple of other cool things that we wanted to show off here. Namely, the other three friends that Gaston has.
The buddies.
The buddies. So we wanted to kind of encompass each of, like, the D&D character classes. So we have, like, a fighter, a thief, and, like, a cleric.
Fighter, thief, cleric.
Yep, and two of them are characters that have previously existed in the Tellest universe. So over on the left, our little canine. Did you not know which left was?
I'm looking at the. Leave me alone.
The same left.
No, it's different. It's quite different.
On the left, we've got Dirk, who of course features in the Child of the Stars trilogy. And then over on the right, we have Faye Pavi, who showed up in the Quantum Quest card game and in a short story. As best I can remember when we were developing this, the little elven priest character is brand new to this universe. And I think the little lanternfly thing that we have there was lightly inspired by the Luma bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I like that the kitty's interested in the stars, almost as if hungry to eat them.
All right, so this is our first page, I think, with nothing on the left side, but we have... when looking at the world around, there are so many new things to find, and if you meet any animals, remember, a true wizard is always kind.
So he's all being cute with the little bunny rabbit, and then the cat's trying to thwap the little butterflies.
With its tail.
With its tail.
Tails.
Tails is. It's a thwapping motion. It's the one tail. But, yeah, I love how these pages kind of blend in.
Mm-hmm. So this is one of our biggest ones. A lot of lines here. What about magic, you may ask, for surely wizards should have power to make a snowstorm in the summer or turn a flame into a flower. Even wizards sometimes make mistakes in things they do or say. That's why it helps to make good friends who help you be better every day.
So, snowstorm in the summer, cat's not happy, but friends are making do.
We've got a snowball fight and a snowman and Faye Pavi making snow angels on the ground there.
And this is why it makes a perfect Christmas book. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anybody watching?
All right, now we've got the dream sequence. A wizard can make things happen if they believe with all their might. Wizards can grow very old, you see, before they learn to get things right.
So here we got the flame into a flower that was mentioned in the other page. Adult Gaston looking sassy. I think the original on that one was extremely sassy as well, and
right. I think we had to dial it back.
There was like a little too much hip, I think, and it was. And I mean, I like a little hip, but I wanted it to be a little
bit more classical
concise.
looking.
Yeah, but this little mouse was a Cristiano add-on, and he features later because I love him. And I love the sleepy face on the cat.
Magic is all around us, and not always what it seems. It can be found in almost anything, not just fairy tales and dreams.
It's just all them having fun.
Another really good picture, I think.
Beautiful, shady afternoon. I love it. No good friends. I love his little ears and his big buck teeth. Little cute little ginger.
All right, we're here at the end now. Anyone can be a wizard if you always try your best. Just learn, be curious, and be kind. Then let magic do the rest.
There's the mouse with his little hat.
The little mouse.
The end. I love it.
So this book was definitely a labor of love. Rhianna did a fantastic job with the writing. I really, really, really want her to
make sequels.
She will fight me on it forever and ever and ever.
It's not that I love the idea of making sequels, but I will. Let's just tell the internet that took a lot of time and a lot of money.
Right.
And if we don't make money back on it, I can't. It's just.
You just gotta sell more ones.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's plain and simple. Just very easy stuff.
So buy our book so I can make sequels and make Michael happy.
So it's a story that you can tell in 13 minutes. You know, it's not a
very much less.
Right,
it's a quick read through.
But a very pretty book. You know, your family members and your nerds that you know will love the look of it and everything.
Yep.
I think that it's a good little addition to the Tellest universe.
I love it. It's a bucket list thing.
It definitely is.
It's a very it's like something.
Oh, give me.
What?
Give me it.
What?
The book, you silly goof.
Right. You're looking at my foot. I'm like, we're not doing. That's not how we get money.
The back cover.
It's kind of hard to tell with the resale thing, but there's a cool dragon on the back.
Yeah. Cristiano did a lot of cool stuff with this, and we're very excited to bring it to life. We have one more prototype that is on its way, and assuming that's done, we're really good to just hit the go button.
Yep.
We still have to figure out the logistics of trying to do like an ebook version of it. But I think for a little while it's going to exist solely in paperback.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a cute little paperback.
It absolutely is.
I'm very excited to have this out in the world.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone's going to read it or give a crap, but I think it's cute.
We give a crap.
We give a huge crap, and I think it's really cute. I think that it's a good story about like being a good person, basically. And I know the criticism from the D&D community is going to be wizards don't always be kind.
No. But it's obviously made for a younger kids. Crowd. You know, we're trying to...
Kids should be kind.
It's supposed to be educational on top of entertaining.
Exactly.
So...
I mean, in our D&D campaign, I set fire to everything as a pyromancer, so I get it.
I didn't say how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
Exactly.
We want to say that it's educational so that we can send it through media mail.
There you go. It kind of is. It's just life lessons on how to be a good kid, learn and be nice. It's not a lot of...
Now, keep in mind, we have no kids. No non-four-legged kids.
Yeah, we've got 3 doggies.
Thank you, Kev. Kev says 'tis great.
Aw, thank you, Kev.
But Kev has kids.
Kev does have kids.
We have plenty of other people who we know who have kids. Unfortunately, I think most of the kids in our family are probably a little too old. There might be like 1 or 2 exceptions to that rule.
I mean, it's a cute story. Even if you're not like 3 to 5 year old, I still think you can enjoy it, especially for the artwork. Just to have on a...
Kev, do you say prove it as in prove you have kids? Or prove that it's not too old for young kids? I don't know.
I mean, I like it, so I'm old.
So we're 16 minutes into content that we usually talk about for 30 minutes. So what do we do to fill in a 14-minute gap? Besides continue to talk to Kev.
we didn't really pre-plan anything, so let's just riff. How you doing? How's work? How's your life?
It's good. How is you been?
I've been doing good.
The kid thing.
I have a.
Kev says the kid thing. I can't prove
that
it.
he has children.
I can't prove it.
I like your dog,
Deep dive into your Facebook.
What's your face?
Show the world your Facebook.
I don't want to. We're not going to show off your children.
He said prove it. That sounds like a dare to me.
No. Oh man, I dropped it.
Oh man.
So one other thing that we want to point out with this book is there's a wand featured in a lot of different parts, and they all have like a different color kind of magical gem on it, so I'll definitely be making some wands to go along with this story for sure.
I think we had talked about before like ornament wands, but I think part of the problem with that is typically the people who are trying to aim this book towards are little kids, and we don't want little kids to be like, yeah, let me eat this wand.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to definitely craft things a little bit more specifically if I was making it like for children.
Chocolate
wands?
Have to be...
I can't cook.
You don't have to cook.
Well, I mean,
all we
I can
need
cook.
is a chocolate mold.
I can't bake. Oh, okay. Yeah,
and then a airbrush, an edible airbrush.
Sounds expensive.
New skill. Unlocked.
I'll try.
I'll try.
What else should I get tattooed on me from this book?
Well, let's talk about like in a perfect world where we can make the sequels. Mm-hmm. What would we do?
So I know what we would do. I think I already have it in my phone somewhere. So the idea is to do the wizard, the warrior, the thief, but I don't think we want to call it How to Be a Thief. It would probably be like
How to Be Sneaky or something like that. Yeah, because a thief kind of denotes typically bad behavior, but you can be sneaky and still be, you could sneak nice things to people.
It would be more.
It's still going to be the most mischievous of the group for sure,
and that's fine. But as long as the lesson there is like, don't hurt anybody, don't steal anything.
Right.
Like,
the warrior one would be about sticking up for your friends and being brave and stuff like that,
but not being stupid and getting into fights.
Right.
Like just being, brave and smart.
We could do the villain ones later. We could do like How to Be a Barbarian, How to Be a Warlock,
How to Be a Necromancer.
Right, exactly.
I think that's a little...
Is that pushing things a little too far?
Maybe.
You don't want to show kids how to make pacts with demons for the Warlock one?
Here's the thing. We talked about this as like in like a joking thing. Like if we get canceled by like a Christian conservative school for promoting witchcraft, that's good marketing. So go ahead. Send a letter to your pissed off parent, student, teacher, councils, whatever.
I think what we had discussed was after the big four, what we would do is maybe like grow them up like a year or two, and then they would still look the same, I'm sure, but to go along with people who are reading them, if they're reading them like that, to have like an adventure for them to go on. It might still be the same, rhyming scheme and stuff like that, but it would be a little bit more of an adventure and a little less how-to.
I just want it to be a cartoon on Netflix. Is that so much to ask?
No, certainly not.
I don't think so. I think it would be fine.
So Kev says, I think you can find a positive spin for Necromancer in typically evil classes.
I'm
sure we could, yeah.
We can, if we're spinning warrior into something about bravery, a wizard who, again, historically in D&D causes some mischief.
Right.
About being kind and wise and stuff. Even with like the How to Be a Healer thing, it's mostly just going to be about like mending friendships.
Yeah, how to care for people.
Yeah, how to be caring and stuff. The Necromancer, if we could do how to not be wasteful.
How to use the resources of those who have fallen. One of the other things, so not directly related to How to Be a Wizard or anything, but while we're talking about children's books in general, we had talked about, I think, probably even before How to Be a Wizard, when you had created the Gembelly Dragons, would make for a lovely children's book because they're already so quirky and adorable.
Yeah. It's Care Bears meets Trolls with the Gembellies.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Very, very much a sort of story that you can get behind, and I think the dragons that we've kept would be like your main characters, and then if you wanted to do like a series about it, they don't have to be like this grand epic or anything like that. It could just be little one-offs. But you could do a series of one-offs with the main characters and then meeting like other characters as you
I would love that.
Yep.
I think speaking of the children's book as well, I think We also talked about doing readings in like a local library for people, but he has to do it because I sound cute sometimes, but I have RBF like crazy, and children run in fear of me, and this guy's a little
I'm
Disney
cherubic.
prince. Look at them eyeballs. It's just eyebrows you trust.
So do I wear the Gandalf costume when we go to do the reading?
Yes.
Because the eyes are the portal into the soul, not the face.
Not the beard. Well, we can give you a beard though, but I don't think.
And
so.
do I read it?
Do
I read it as myself, or do I read it as a wizard?
Both.
Both.
Let the children decide.
Children, do I read this as a wizened old wizard?
Or do I read it in my normal happy voice? You got the cute little bonum.
I like how you were pinching my face like Gaston pinches the bunny's face on the one page. So. All right, so let's say 22 minutes is the average runtime of a regular TV episode. We'll take a step away from this real quick because I do want to use this platform to talk about.
Wait.
Go
back to this ancestral magic so they could see old Gaston.
Well, Ancestral Magic's picture is going to take you to here. So that's Gaston.
It's canon. He used to be a ginger.
So we're going to take a step over to the Kickstarter now, because the Kickstarter is doing remarkably well. We currently have a new thing that we just introduced to the campaign earlier today, which is our social stretch goals. And if you're here on Twitch, you're helping us win this battle. So I need to get to 50 followers in order to become an affiliate, or at least apply to be an affiliate. So we're asking people on the Kickstarter campaign page to come over here, follow me on Twitch. We usually do these episodes that are about a half an hour to an hour on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and then every now and then you'll see me playing a video game. Probably not this week because the Kickstarter is so busy, and there's a couple of Game Pass games that I might play.
And Avatar comes out. Are you doing Avatar on?
I probably will.
Yeah.
But we have Strike While the Iron's Hot. Hello, Zelda.
Hey, baby.
How you doing? And right now I'm playing a game that I didn't expect to like as much as I did. I'm playing SteamWorld Dig. But anyway, so the Kickstarter is doing well. The reward that we get for people playing, or for people following on Twitch, is an extra 5 maps, which is pretty good. You're getting an extra 10% of maps that, as part of the campaign. Is that Luna down there squeaking?
Whining.
Poor squeaky Luna. We are also very, very close to our first stretch goal. We have probably about 4 or 5 backers before we unlock the points of interest documents.
Look how cute his little map thing is with the...
That's how you know what I do is good.
So good.
That's how you know.
It's so cute.
And I don't know if I talked about this on the Making Maps streams earlier in the month, or I guess it was last month. This map will be one of the maps that is going to be a bonus for people. Twist! And we might even end up with another one if we keep on marching forward, because as we're getting to these other ones, we might get more backers. So, and we're going to have to unveil the fog before long. So,
woohoo!
So,
I'm not gonna pull her all the way up. I don't want her to be uncomfy.
So, like I said, probably gonna keep things a little bit short today.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Tomorrow I will be back with Making Maps. We're going to continue work on the Island Tavern, and then see where we go from there.
You should finish by reading the back cover.
Oh, all right. So let's step back.
In your wizard voice.
In your wizard voice. All right, let's head back to the chat break. Let me grab the camera one more time. Let me make sure that it's not upside down. It's upside down. Oh my God. All right. Have you ever been asked what you want to be when you grow up, but the answers don't seem magical enough? This poetic story hopes to give you an idea of how to be a wizard. Through a child's eyes, you can see magic all around, especially when surrounded by good friends and furry companions, parentheses, like that dog whining downstairs, end parentheses. With curiosity, kindness, and just a bit of magic, Anyone can grow up to be a wise old wizard.
Yay!
Woo! All right, that is going to be it for now. Let's cut over to our... Hello, Zelda. Hello. We're going to cut over to our closing the show screen. Rhianna, do you see anything you like?
You said you had it. Oh, TikTok / Weird Witch Wands and the TikTok / Tales of Tellest.
So, folks, on the screen right now, you should see all the places that you can find Tellest content. That includes the website that we were just looking at, Tellest.com. That usually leads you to all the other places that we have. We're going to clean that up even more in the future and have kind of like one central page that will help you get to all the places you want to go. If you want to find our premium digital content, like the maps that we create, you can find that on patreon.com/Tellest. If you want to find these videos well after Twitch purges them from the platform for one reason or another, you can go to youtube.com/@worldoftellest. But if you want to see these things live, the only way that you can do that is like you did today, which is to see it on twitch.tv/thattellestguy. If you want to see our premium physical goodies, you want to go to tellest.etsy.com. That's where you can see things like the battle maps printed on giant polyester game pads. You can get Rhianna's Weird Witch Wands. You can get posters, stickers, bookmarks, the game, the art book, the whole shebang. You'll be able to get the children's book on there when that releases. And then, of course, the two newbies to this screen are the two TikTok channels. So you'll see them at Rhianna's Wands is tiktok.com/@weirdwitchwands. And the doggies have their own TikTok channel, which depending on when you're looking at the screen, you'll see a little bit of a glare, but it's tiktok.com/@TalesOfTellest. It's TAILS.
And as per Luna's whining, you can tell she's horribly mistreated.
Right.
You know, we're not paying constant attention.
A lot of talking on the stream.
We do pay a lot of attention to her, though. She is so cute. She just has stinky poots in that candy.
What did that have to do with anything?
Well, because that's why she's whining, I would assume.
No, she's whining because she's down there and we're up here.
She can come up here.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to. She wants us to come downstairs. When we go upstairs, we don't pay attention to her.
She's got a rumble belly.
I have a rumble belly.
She hears us having fun now. And now she's upset.
How dare you?
Do you want a chalky milk?
I do. I would love a chalky milk.
I will go make a chalky
Folks, Kev, thank you for joining us. We are going to wrap things up, but we appreciate everybody spending time either while we were doing this on Twitch or later on when it gets to YouTube. And I miss you.
Miss you. Love you. Bye.
Wow, that's taking things a step too far.
Love you so much.